Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the monthly reading 15 for Virgo. How you doing, Virgo? Apologies, I'm starting with again. I've had so many technical issues. I've brought a mic. I can't find a mic on the island. Just everything. So I'm having to use a friend's laptop at the moment. It's been challenging, but I'm managing to do it. So apologies for those that don't like these readings when they're done live, but this is the only way that I can actually do it. Okay. Hi, Christine. Also, as well, I love the messages that are coming through, but when I'm doing the monthlies, people complain that I actually read them too much. Okay, so like I say, I am clocking them. I will read them all, and then they should be. I will be able to answer them once I've finished this reading. Okay, so this is me. Yeah, magic me, yeah, Virgo. This is me. Yeah, it's me as well, and I'm a little bit scared to read this reading, to be honest. I really, really am. Hi, my turquoise. How are you? Right, I'm saying hi to everybody. Yeah, what is it? I'm Aries Moon, Libra Rising, and Virgo Sun. So yeah, that's mine. Leo's Sweet Virgo, right? Leo's was actually a really good reading. I've just done Leo's, so if you haven't seen that, check this out. I'm a diamond. I'm always sparkling. I actually said to somebody yesterday, "Oh, I'm not as sparkly as what I normally am," But if you still think I'm sparkling, then that's great. Right. Okay. What else do I need to do business before I start this? Yeah. If anybody would like a personal reading, because please bear in mind that these are general readings. Okay. That I can only look at your specific situation if I'm actually tuned into you. So these are general. I ask for the general energies around Virgo or Leo or whoever when I'm reading these. Okay. So right. So the first thing when I was tuning in psychically here with you, Virgo, is it. I got the song, and I think it's a Beatles song. Well, it is a Beatles song, but I don't know what it's called. And it's there are places I remember or life, though some have changed, some for something, some for better, whatever. I don't know the rest of the words, but that was what started playing head. Okay, and I really feel this month is about you looking back to the past, looking at the future, looking at people that have come into your life, people that have left an impression. This could be a good impression. This could be a bad impression. It's almost like sort of revisiting. When the old Damon Andrews when he used to do the "This Is Your Life," and there was the big red book. It's almost that. So there could be people coming back from your past. You could just be reminiscing about them. You could be thinking about them. You could be thinking about the good that they've done, the damage they've done, whatever. There's a lot going on, and it's all around people. And it's almost like there's this revolving door where they're coming in. So very Scrooge like the ghosts of Christmas past sort of thing. I'm feeling here, and it's almost like I want to say here that what is it? There's some people coming to your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Okay, when they're in it for a reason, that will be you've put a need out there, and that person will come in to actually sort of answer that prayer, so to speak. But when that prayer is answered, then they go. When it's a season, they'll probably be there longer, and there will be something that you have to grow and learn. Either they have to go and learn from you, or you have to go and learn from them. Okay. And when somebody's there for a lifetime, that is when there are soul lessons that need to be sort of seen. I mean, our life, people think it's our life is here to live it, and it is. This is what we're meant to do. We're meant to make the best of it. But we're here to actually clear our karmic shit. That's what we do. And I mean, I'm on last lifetime, and I'm telling you, I am not coming back again. Definitely not coming back again, because it doesn't get easier the more you evolve or awaken or whatever. It actually gets harder, because then you see you see too much. I went for a reading the other month, and as soon as I walked in, the guy said to me, "Oh no," he said, "you see everything, you see too much." I was like, "Yeah, tell me about it." So yes, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody we meet holds a little piece of the puzzle. Okay, everybody is important. The ones that hurt us, the ones that love us. Okay, the ones that sort of lead us down a different path, the ones that try to drag us down an old path. They're all important in some way. And once we actually learn the reason somebody is in our life, okay, once we recognize that, then we can actually see it for what it is. Is this making sense? So it's almost like I feel there's memories coming back, snapshots of little things. Something might have happened that has triggered some old memories or some old wounds. Often we can meet people that basically, they come into our life and they scratch off this wound that we thought was healed, and suddenly it's wide open again. And it's like, okay, I thought I dealt with that, but we obviously didn't, because if it was completely healed over and we weren't, it wasn't still affecting us in some way, they wouldn't have that effect. So there's a lot of this, and what I want to say as well, some people will mirror us as well. Okay, this is what they're showing me. It's almost like two mirrors. So if we see something in somebody that pisses off, okay, it's because that is in us somewhere as well. We can often, when we are on our best selves and we show somebody who we are, that gives them permission to show up as well and be authentic. And sorry, I forgot people were actually there. I've just seen people talking. I'm like, well, what's that? So yeah, and some people don't like that. So it's almost like every relationship we have, whether this be friendships, siblings, family, partners, whatever, friends, there is something that they're showing back to us, okay? And this can make us happy and exuberant. Is exuberant a word? Or it can actually sort of make us a little bit uncomfortable, and we don't want to see that, so we can push that person out. So there's a lot coming through with this, okay? But it's almost like seeing that everybody who has crossed your path and who will cross your path is there for a reason. There is something in it for you, whether it is growth, or whatever. I also want to get what I'm getting here as well. I'm getting the real Empress energy, okay? But a lot of creativity. I don't know if some of you are thinking about starting to make something, but it's almost like I want to say, don't give up on your dreams. There is a full moon on Tuesday, I think. I feel it's not in your sign, it's in Sagittarius, I think, but I feel this is going to be massively, massively important to a lot of Virgos for some reason. This is what is coming through here. If any of you go to the water to watch the moon as well, for some reason, they're showing me water, and then water often can mean emotions as well. So it's this moon is going to be illuminating. I want to say, I was going to say heavy there, and they said no, it's illuminating. This is going to show us, it's going to show us something, almost like looking in a crystal ball. So I feel a lot of Virgos will be very, very psychic over this coming month. And I feel creativity is key, okay? Whatever it is, whatever you want to make, what is it in that passion? What is it that fuels you? What dreams do you have that you sort of, you might have put on a back burner? I want you to remember them. Well, I don't, they do. This is what they're saying, it's like you can, there's a rainbow there. There's a rainbow coming in. And it's almost like you need the rain in order to have the rainbow. So, we don't have that beauty. I mean, we've had some thunderstorms here, and it's like, oh God, right, okay. I'm like, I hope I'm not causing them. But it's almost like, I was once told of Spirit that life is like a snow globe. It sometimes has to be shaken up for the true beauty to be revealed. And what I feel is coming in with this as well, what is coming through, is I really want you to stay heart-based, Virgo. Okay, this is it. I mean, like I say, they're talking about memories, people, whatever, triggers, old wounds, all of this are coming up. But please stay in your heart, okay? Stay heart-based here, because this is where you are going to get through it. If you shut down and shut your emotions off and everything like that, you will suffer, Okay, that is where you will suffer. You're not doing that to protect yourself. You're doing that will cause suffering for you, because that is not how you are meant to be. Okay, keep your feet on the ground and keep your heart wide open and give love to everybody that you meet. Okay, even the ones that hurt you, because they actually need it more. Okay, you need to follow your dreams here, Virgo. They're saying this so much. It's almost like, I feel they're saying to me here, when Virgos are given shit, this is when their strength shines. Right? I like that one. When you're given shit, that's when your strength shines. So this is what I feel. Yeah, you might, you're very over analytical, and you analyze everything in your head and all of this, but it's almost like, this is where your strength comes, and whatever it is that you are analyzing or creating, they're showing me all these spirals and everything going. It's like, wow, it's what's that song, the spirals, it's spirals of the mind or something like that, isn't it? This is what I'm saying here, Virgo, and it's almost like, what is bad for your heart will be good for your art in some way. So it's yeah, there's a lot of art, creativity, there's pain, there's happiness. It's a real massive mix of things, and it's almost like I see you stand centered, and all these people seem to be going past. It's almost like, a movie when there's somebody standing still and everything is going past them. This is it. There's so much coming through for you, Virgo. Okay, so please try and stay grounded during this, because I'm actually, my head is busting now, just actually tuning into this energy here. And God, my third eye. Why did you have to do this on a Sunday as well? Deal. So I hope this is making sense to some of you. Okay, it might make no sense at all, but it's making sense. That is what I'm feeling there. So right, okay, this is I'm gonna get onto your cards there, because I have a pain in the third eye. People say that, oh, such and such is a pain in the arse, or they're a pain in the neck or something. I've got a real pain in the third eye at the moment. Right, okay. I'm going to read all these in a second, because that's distracting me, and I really feel I need to focus on this. So, right, okay. The first thing that is coming out in your reading, Virgo, is you have the Lovers, okay, and then it's crossed by the Eight of Wands. So I feel there is something around a relationship, or something around relationships here, okay, and it's almost like something flying and then stopped midair. This is what I'm seeing. There's a block, okay? There's a block here. And I really feel there was time of creativity, of, yeah, like feeling, I don't know, feeling young again, feeling all good. But then there's what is coming with this is, I feel that there is a lot of burdens and a lot of responsibilities. It's almost like it's gone from heaven to heavy, if that makes sense. That's what they're saying there. And I feel you could be pretty caught up in this. You could be pretty like stuck in this as well. It's almost like again, I'm looking at this, Virgo, and I'm feeling like my head is on fire, if that makes sense. But I really feel this is it's ideas. It's almost like when I'm looking at the flames, it's like flames are coming out of the head here. And when I'm looking at these, it's almost like there's greens and reds and stuff. So it's like security, it's anger, it's love, blah, blah. There's so much going on. And I really feel that's why my head feels like this at the moment when I'm doing this reading. A lot of emotions here, but like I say, there's a lot of heaviness, okay? And as I said before, when I was tuning in psyche, this is about keeping your heart open, okay? Because hate is too heavy to carry, okay? Always remember that hate is too heavy for carrying, and you are the one that carries this. Like I say, we're talking about a lot of people from the past, a lot of people. It's almost like a lifetime of people, that are coming in. And please, if you have any resentments or anything like that towards these people who have been deemed to do you wrong or anything like that, or there have been a factor in your growth, maybe not a positive factor, but a factor in your growth, please offer forgiveness to them, okay? Because the people who can forgive are people who know how to love in the first place, okay? And I feel that is a massive, massive thing to remember. And when you are carrying resentments or anything, you are just holding a gun to your own head, okay? You are putting it on yourself. And this is all about freeing it, seeing it as right, okay? There are karmic lessons that I need to learn here, and just letting it go, okay? So I hope this is making sense to some of you here. Let me know if it is, because I will read these in when I finish this. So right, so like I say, we've got this issue going on, and I do feel it's around relationships or something like that. Okay. We then have a fire sign coming in. So I don't know if some of you are connected to a fire sign, but it's almost like I feel there was security. Okay, you've got the four of rods there. This is a security, happy home life, nice like that. But it's almost like this fire sign is when I'm holding the cards there. It's like turn their back on that, okay, and then what they're doing is they're holding back, okay. So it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of shutting off. There's a lot of pushing and pulling coming through with this reading as well. Yeah, that's making sense to you, Journey Drifter. Yeah. Right. Okay. So it's almost like when I'm seeing this person. Okay. When I'm seeing this fire sign that's there, it's almost like this person is a bit of a chameleon. Okay. So it's like they. I'm not saying that they're going to shape shift, but it's almost like they're changeable. Okay. And it's like, all right. Okay. Which one am I getting? Or they've changed, or they're changing. It's weird, right? It's right. I keep forgetting this. Yeah, I've just got to read it. So this is what we have. So it's almost like they're holding back. Okay, they're trying to get their solidity. This is what it is. And then we have the Emperor here as well. Which is often connected to. I think it's Aries, isn't it? It's connected to Aries, the Emperor, and it's almost like standing there. Like I am powerful. I am powerful, but in a way where I don't feel that this is powerful, because what I'm sensing around this, or what I'm getting with this, is that there is pain, or there is hurt or something around that. Because what we're getting is, we're getting the Emperor, we're getting the Three of Rods, and we're getting the Three of Swords. Okay, so there's two threes around this. Like I say, we started with the Lovers, so to me this is looking at relationships. And what I'm getting when I'm getting these two threes surrounding it is, this is often regarding a third party. Okay, there is three people in the mix, and it's almost like two cooks spoil the broth here. But what this is saying is that there is a need for. I mean, if you have like two people on the side, it's kind of like, no, you need to address that. Because what this is saying is that something needs to be left behind. If you are wanting to progress, and if you are wanting to go forward and get on your life path and get on your destiny and have whatever you want coming for you, it's almost like one of these like one of these needs to be left behind. Okay, because like I say, when we're getting three here, this is causing so much pain. I hate that card. I really, really don't like that card. But what's happening at the moment is the swords are still in. Now, that is not given a chance to heal or anything like that, because what you need to do is remove them swords. That is when the air can get to it. That is when the air can get cleared. And that is when the wound can start to heal. At the minute, if you're experiencing pain, which I feel some of you are massively with this, it's almost look at, pain is a part of life, but suffering is optional. Okay, what do you need to remove in your life in order to stop this pain? Okay, this could be the Emperor, this could be the burdens. Okay, it could be a third person, because like I say, it's almost like I'm seeing you having to turn your back on something, because this is just it's hurting. I'm a massive empath. I'm actually feeling this when I'm doing this reading, and it's almost like, can you see we have this looks like rain here? And I did say before, didn't I, that you need the rain in order to have the rainbow. Okay, so see this as Pain is, as I've said this before, pain is often answered prayers, and pain is to alert us to something that is wrong. So if you are feeling emotional pain somewhere, this is because there is something not right, okay? And you are within your right to say if something is causing you pain, do not sit in silence. You know, this is what you need to do, because this is when we get clouded heads, and this is like I'm saying before, you know, that your head can go mad. So, right, sorry, Virgo, this is a heavy one. So yeah, there's been this aspect of sharing, okay, this aspect of sharing, right? Okay, this is great, but then it's cut off, okay? It's like cut off, and it's almost like I don't know if this is you or the other party, but it's like somebody's closed their heart off, they've closed their eyes off, they don't want to see it. It's like no, 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 la la la, I'm not listening, okay? It's cold. But this is causing stagnation. There is no stagnation there. There is no movement there, okay? And like I say, it's gone cold. But this moon is keep coming up in this reading all of the time, okay? So be prepared. I feel it's Tuesday. I feel Tuesday is important. This moon is so important to you. Um, I feel you're feeling out in the cold. I feel you're, like I say, somebody's gone cold. You're feeling out in the cold, okay? You're feeling, it's like, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Isolated. That's it. Isolated, but cold, isolated. That's what I feel. But what it's saying here is all this is doing is giving you a chance to stand back, okay? This is giving you a chance to use your knowledge, to use your wisdom, to use what you have already learned to guide your way. Okay. You know, I mentioned in the beginning that it's all about people and people and people that have been there in the past. I feel something like this could have happened in the past to you. But what this is saying is you know that you have your support within yourself here. Okay. You know you have that. You don't need much, Virgo. This is what it's saying. And your faith is what is guiding you. Okay. Because I'm loving this. Look, you've got the hermit there, right? And the hermit is looking directly across to the star. Now, look, we have the star in the cage there, and then the star is free. So within this reading, it's almost like I feel you're looking at this situation, you're seeing what is going on with it, and you're also rising above it, okay? Because you have faith. You have faith in you. You have faith in the universe that everything is meant for a reason. Everybody that comes in is, like I said before, you know, there is a reason for it, okay? So this is where you need to put your focus. I really feel some of you Virgos really need to just recharge your energy, okay? Because I feel some of you be feeling quite powerless. Don't, okay? See this as right. Um this is actually working for me. Okay, this is giving me a little bit time out to assess the situation, you know, and to see if I am on the right path. Okay, this is what I feel is coming in. But I really feel you need to rest. Okay, you need to rest or you need to take a break. So this could be some of you taking a break as well, you know, with this. But what I'm getting with this is yes, there is work to do. You have realized there's work to do on yourself, but it's almost like you are getting the blessings here because we have the star card, and the star card is about renewal, it's hope, it's healing, it's replenishing, okay? It's giving back what you have taken, and sort of, you know, whatever somebody else has taken, them giving back as well, you know. This is an absolutely beautiful card, and I mentioned earlier about dreams, okay? And this is saying, you know, you are still on your right path. Do not detour off it. You know, it's, you know, life is not linear. It's going to go like that, okay? And if you want the highs, you've got to experience the lows as well. You know, they come hand in hand, and that is what life is, okay? But what this is saying is stay open, stay vulnerable, stay you. Okay, stay you. Why am that reminds me of something. I don't know what it is. I want to say to you, to some of you as well. They're talking here a little bird. I don't know what the little bird is. This could be somebody tell you something, or there could be some sort of bird totem actually come around you as well. Okay, but yeah, actually come around you as well. I'm seeing as well. Then they're saying the well. I actually have a well in the garden. I'm going to go and sit out there and bird watch. What is it they call them? Twitchers or something. But yeah, it's almost like this little bird. There is something. There is. I don't know if it's listened to the song of it or something like that. But it's like it's a beautiful sound. I'm seeing there. But yeah, it's almost like, if you're feeling this pain, Virgo, or whatever, remember you're not on the bottom. Okay, you've been there, and I think this is why they've brought the past into it. Because when I'm looking at you now, I love this because I don't pull the cards. I pull the initial few, but then I carry on pulling them as I do the reading. So what you're getting here is you're getting the Empress again. Okay, I said I felt the Empress energy. You're getting the Empress here. You're getting the Ace of Wands. This is about a new beginning. There's new enterprise. I feel work is going to be very good for some of you as well. And you've got the Chariot next to the Empress. So this is almost like nobody is getting in your way of you giving love. You are in the flow and you are not stopping for anything. There is a renewal here. There is a renewal. There is an offer, an olive branch, I feel, being offered in some way for some of you. It's almost like you've planted seeds in the past and you will see them come to fruition this month. There's a lot of creative ideas as well coming in. And I feel if some of you feel that you're spinning, just slow down a little bit. They're saying what this spinning is doing, it's allowing you to see a full 60 degrees, okay? That is it. So you're aware of everything that is going on, but just try and quieten your mind and center into this, okay? I feel that there is somebody coming forward to you with a lot of emotion, okay? This is somebody, I feel, they're honest, they're kind, they right, okay. It's yeah, they're honest, they're kind. They could be a water sign. If not, it's a lot of emotions coming. Okay, it's almost like I'm seeing a gushing here coming, but it's somebody wanting to not spill the beans isn't the right way. It's somebody wanting to speak in a loving way. This is what I'm getting. It's almost like this is, I feel somebody needs to speak to you, and this is amazing because what we're getting after this is the sun, okay, and this is the freedom, this is the positivity, this is the feeling young again, the feeling free, the laughing. This is what I'm getting when we look at the fool's journey within the story. When he hears the little child laughing, that is when he realizes what life is all about. It's love, life, and laughter. And this is it. And I really feel this is coming in because it's almost like you don't want to fight, Virgo. That is not in your psyche, so to speak. You don't fight. So this is it. You're putting them swords down. You're not fighting a battle where there's going to be no winners and losers. Yes, there could be disappointment around you. Yes, this is there, and there could be struggles and mental struggles as well, because I do feel there's somebody not being truthful or somebody's trying to take something that is yours here. I feel this could be another fire sign. It's quite an erratic energy I'm getting, okay? But I feel it's almost like, like when you give up the fight, then there's nothing for them to fight against, if that makes sense. You will make sure that you're protected and you will just carry on your plans because, as I said, you are being guided by your faith, okay? You are wanting to work with others, not against them. There is a lot coming in for work with you this month. There's changes coming in with work. There could be a collaboration for some of you as well, Virgo. Okay. And it's almost like I feel that there could be, I don't know, where you've been feeling empty, you're going to be feeling full. Where you've been feeling trapped, you're going to be feeling free. This is it. It's almost like I want to say, right, okay, I've had that life before. I don't want it again. I think this is why all of the reminiscing is coming back. Okay, it's almost like you are moving on. You are moving on to greatness. You realize your greatness, and you are doing this. You are transforming in a way. Oh God, this wow, the energy in this. I'm going bright red. Am I? Yeah, then we've got fairness. This is it. This is the court of karmic law, okay? Nobody can get away from the court of karmic law. And it's almost like, You or somebody else could be sitting in it, and you will get what you deserve. So if you have been kept your heart open and been loving and kind, whatever, this is what's going to come to you. If you haven't, then like I say, karma is only a bitch if you are one. But this is about you being authentic, being truthful. Truth is truth is truth is truth is truth. That is what it is. If something is a half lie or a half truth, it's still a full lie. Okay, so you need to be honest with yourself, honest with others, and you need to only accept honesty and truth as well. Okay, because anything else doesn't work. And I feel, when you if you don't get told the truth or whatever, this is when you feel betrayed or let down here. But it's almost like there's a new idea for you. Okay, there's going to be some decision that you have to make. I feel there's a celebration coming around this. I feel this is again connected to the past. You might be watching your footing a little bit, okay? You might be cautious of where you tread, but that doesn't mean you're going nowhere. And I feel that there is a relationship coming in for you, Virgo. If you're not already in one by the end of this month, could possibly be into the second week of this month, okay? There is a lot of love here, but I feel you will be getting it back as well. There is security coming with it, okay? There is freedom coming with it. There is joy coming with it. If you are somewhere where you aren't feeling all that, it is time to walk away, because it's almost like your happiness is right around the corner. And there you go. A Blue of Cups, that is there. Okay, that is there for you. And then, and then of Cups. This is it. You're going to get happiness that you deserve. Okay, but be careful about stepping into that place that is not good for you. Okay, that is detrimental for you. You are not bound to the past in any way. You need to make a decision to walk away from that. You're strong enough to do this. I feel that there could be an air sign or an earth sign as well around you, Virgo. Okay, there is somebody coming in. This could be somebody new as well. There might be a big confusion. There might be a big fear around this. Virgo, I'm going to have to stop this reading here, because literally they are going on and on and on, and it's 2 minutes in, and these are only meant to be like minutes reading. This reading is taking me so much back to your past. They're talking about an ex-partner here. They're talking about somebody that's quite controlling around that ex-partner, but I feel this is an ex-partner of maybe a few years ago or something like that, which maybe has caused your fear. Okay, right, that's it. That's why they're bringing it in. Okay, they're saying to me, carry on, carry on. So it may have been that is where your fear started. Okay, what they're saying here is you believe in magic. So, fear doesn't exist where magic is. You are on a roll. You are going where you're meant to go. You are not letting anything stop you. Nothing at all. Okay, you are keeping a cool head. You are looking at options. You're looking at what's around, and you're going to do what is right here. This is what will take you to victory. Okay, you will go to victory. You will be clear, concise in your speaking. There is completion. There is success for you here. You don't need to protect yourself. The only thing you need to protect yourself from is anxiety. Okay, you just bring yourself back into balance here. There is security, especially monetary security, coming for you. There is offers of love coming for you. There is happiness. There is abundance coming for you, Virgo. This is almost like, Judgment Day for you, the start of a new. This, they're saying, because, what I mean? It's almost like you've got your psychic pants on at the moment, So this is coming, and your end result at the end of this month is, there you go, Ace of Cups. Okay, overflowing love. What you've got to do this month is give love, and that is what you will get back. Right, I'm absolutely worn out. I forgot all of you there. Does that, Virgos don't know how to play the game of love. They don't, because they don't play games. That's the thing, that's where there is the problem. So, did that make sense? Yeah, I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what people have to say. I am absolutely worn out with that. I'm so sorry it went on so long, but when they've got something to say, they work me like a bitch. Totally made sense for you, Slush Puppy. Angel Smiles, thank you so much. My second name is Smiles. I missed most of it. Well, Sin will be replayed as well. Okay. Right, okay, so spirit card for Virgo. What's Virgo need to know? Right, spirit card don't work now. You know what? Honestly, man, I don't know why I get so surprised with this all the time, but they do it every single time. Okay? What have we got? I've been saying and been saying and been saying it's the moon, it's the moon, it's the moon. The moon on Tuesday is something. Look at this. Moon goddess, right? Absolutely beautiful card. Look at the beauty in that card. Look at the radiating light that is coming out that card as well. You know, somebody said before that I sparkle. There you go, they're sparkling, shining. It's almost like you can see the vibrations coming, the frequencies and everything with this. So, as I said, this moon is going to be so powerful for you, okay? And what this card says is a time of necessary upheaval is a blessing in disguise. As the dust settles, the gift reveals itself. You know what? I might as well have just read that card rather than do that full reading. Wow, what an amazing, amazing card. And look, she's got that star on her forehead as well. You know, but that's it. We've had the star, we've had the color, we've had the creativity, we've had the moon. Okay. Big things happening this month for you, Virgo. Big, big things. Be prepared, ride the wave, stay centered, you know, and keep that heart wide open and just, you know, give love at every opportunity that you have. I got myself this bracelet made the other week to remind me of a mantra, and it says only love today. And whenever I get mad, upset, or whatever, I focus on it and it's only love today, Tanya. You know, that is the best place that I can come from. When I'm coming from love, I'm being authentic. When I'm coming from ego, I'm not me, okay? And you know, I'm never gonna hide who I am, okay? So, right, I'm done. 7 minutes, I can't believe that. So I hope that made sense. Please let me know if it did. If anybody would like a personal reading with myself so I can focus on your situation, then please get in touch. The link is below. And I think that's it. Thank you for sticking around while that was so long. And it wasn't like it was long-winded. There was so much coming through. I was trying to cut it down as much as I could. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a moon reading on Tuesday. I think I don't know what bookings are like. If I've got time, I will try and do a moon reading. Okay, where I say specifically what the moon is meaning for signs. So be sure to subscribe and click the little bell as well, so you get notifications when I'm on. And now I think I'm going to go and give my head a little bit of a rest because it's burst. But thank you so much for being there, and thank you because I'm feeling the love coming through this as well, you know, and it was needed. It was, you know, whenever I come on here, I always get back, so I really, really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and like I say, just stay centered, Virgo. That's all you need to do. Not now.